Okay, guys, so I wanted to real quick make this video for y'all and just kind of explain to you a little bit about enrolling distributors and how important it is, and some tips and tricks that really help me that I've gotten from other top leaders. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about, number one, is your mindset. If you are new and you've been messaging for distributors and nobody's wanting to join with you, everybody's telling you no. People are telling you that they don't have the money to do it. People are telling you that they don't have time, especially with the way things are right now. A lot of people are homeschooling their kids. A lot of people still have jobs and are trying to work around the whole COVID situation and the fact that there are a lot of after school programs and stuff that are being just completely shut down. So everybody is busy right now. Okay, that is something that you're going to get a lot. That is an objection that you're going to get a lot. Understand when I say that their objections are not their excuses. Not all the time. Okay, it is completely understandable to have somebody that is in the same situation as you and is saying that they don't have time. Like, let's say it's somebody like me who is home, a stay-at-home mom, and they're homeschooling their kid for the first time, and it's really nerve-wracking, and on top of that have a 5-month-old, almost 6-month-old baby, and my fiance works out of town. I have to do everything. I have to do the cooking, I have to do the cleaning, the baths, the homework, the school, all of it. And with a 6-month-old, it's really hard to balance something like this. And then now we're about to throw in homeschool. Okay. And just for me personally, even being in this business 5 years, I'm intimidated by it. I'm intimidated by the idea of adding homeschool onto my schedule. Okay. But like I said, that's not an excuse I have. That's an objection that people have, and that's a fear that I have and that those people have. In order to overcome objections, you have to have the right mindset. Okay? Because if somebody comes at me with the excuse or the objection that they are a stay-at-home mom, they have multiple kids, and they're about to do homeschool, and maybe they do it on their own, maybe they're a single mom, or maybe their husbands work out of town like mine does. Either way, if my mindset isn't that I want to help people and that I want to help others bring in money, and that I want to grow my team, and that I am a mass enroller and I am signing distributors, I am going to sign distributors, and I'm pumped up to sign distributors, if I don't have that mindset, when someone tells me that, my response automatically is going to be, no worries, girl, I totally understand. Maybe at another time would be good for you. And that is never the answer that you want to give, you guys. And it's totally understandable to, be scared to kind of overcome objections because you don't want to come off pushy. And that's the thing, is when your mindset is right, when your mindset is focused on the right things, you're not going to feel pushy, because we're not pushing people to join this business just because we want to make money. We make nothing off of them joining. Okay, we only make money by helping them make money. Okay, so that is like a big thing that I wanted, like the number one thing that I wanted to talk to you about is your mindset. So like another example is that, let's say the baby doesn't sleep at night, or say one night she doesn't sleep very well, and the next morning she wakes up super early. I barely got any sleep, and the first thing I do after I get her situated is get on my phone and start looking at my messages and responding to messages, because we are all guilty of doing that. We're all guilty of wanting to, respond to messages as quickly as possible. But the thing is, you do not have to do that. Like, don't leave people waiting 2 or 3 days, but don't feel like you have to pour into your business before you pour into yourself. If your morning routine is to get up with the kids, or get up before the kids and have some alone time, maybe take a bath or work out or go for a run or just sit and read and drink your coffee on the front porch, whatever it is, do that. You have to pour into yourself first, because if you don't, your mindset is going to get messy. Tally. Your mindset has to be positive. You have to, you're not gonna every single day wake up and automatically want to work your business. You're not gonna want to send out messages. You're not gonna want to post to your story or follow new people sometimes. And that's okay. Okay? Everybody, Tally, enough. Everybody feels like that some days. Hey. No. But what I was getting at, sorry, Tally, what I was getting at is that you need to make sure that your head is in the right place before you start working your business. Because not only would I maybe send, no worries, girl, maybe at another time would be better. I'm also, one second, she's not gonna stop unless I put her up. Come on, go. Sorry guys, sometimes she like growls or barks and stuff whenever she needs to go outside, or if I even like tap my desk barely. Anyways, okay, so I'm out of breath. You have to make sure that your mindset is in the right place before you start working your business, okay? And when it comes to enrolling distributors, that is like the number one thing. You need to be speaking life into yourself about enrolling distributors, okay? Because that is one of the things that I think pretty much everybody, when they join this, they feel nervous about it and intimidated by it, because one, you're not just offering products to people, like you're offering people a business. And on top of that, it's your job to train them. And we're all scared that we don't know how to train people, or that, we're not going to train them the right way, or that we're not going to be a good enough leader, or whatever your fear is about signing up distributors. You have to understand everybody else has had that same exact fear. And because we overcame it, now we are diamonds and above, or maybe, an emerald or a ruby or an executive. Okay. You have to just completely get rid of those fears, and you have to start speaking positive affirmations about enrolling distributors. That is exactly what I did. I enrolled customers like crazy when I first joined. I can enroll customers all day, okay? I'm good at it. I know that. But when it came to me signing up distributors, I didn't know that because I hadn't done it yet, and it scared me. So I put it off and I put it off and I put it off. And so I finally did it. And even after I did it, I still had those doubts and those fears. But once I signed them up, I knew no matter how I trained them, if they wanted it bad enough, they were going to make it happen. Because when I joined, I didn't have training. I didn't get trained. I got shown a few things and a YouTube video by Jade, and that was it. She was out. She quit like a month later. And then it was up to me to figure out the rest. And I did, from Jade's YouTube. I've literally watched all 400 plus whatever amount of videos that she has on her YouTube. And that is how I got to where I am today. I started enrolling customers, or I was enrolling customers like crazy. And then her upline, the girl that enrolled me, the girl that enrolled her was still working and reached out to me. And then that's when I ended up getting way more training. I was added into team pages and all that. And it blew my mind away. And you guys, like on the team pages, there are so many distributor trainings on there and different tips and tricks to enrolling distributors. Utilize these pages, you guys, because there's so much good content on there. We have everything that y'all have. Okay, so if we can do this, you can do this. You just have to utilize it, read it, study it, learn it, you guys, and then put it into action. So those positive affirmations that I was talking about for enrolling distributors, this is my positive affirmations, and I have it I have it on a sticky note on this picture that I keep on my desk. And it says, I am a mass enroller. People want to join my team. I am signing up rock stars. My team is on fire. I am a double diamond. I make over, and then I put an amount that I want to make over that much a month. Okay. So like, and I've been like really sticking with this every single day. When I come in here to my office, I just moved my office into this spare bedroom that we had, and we turned it into like a homeschool office area. So like Alana's desk is like right here on the other side of my desk. And but my desk used to be in the bedroom. And anytime I would sit down at my desk though, I have this right there, and I read it to myself. And yeah, there's days where I don't sign any distributors. There's days where people tell me no all day. There's days where a lot of people don't respond to me. But it's okay, because those people are watching me now. Those people have their eye on me. Those people are going to think about it again. The next time that something comes up and they're broke and they need extra money, they're going to associate extra money with me because I messaged them, because I'm posting, and because they see my stories. Okay. So, then something real quick. Okay. This is just a little side note thing that popped up in my head when I was taking notes for this. Something that's super important to understand is when you start enrolling distributors is when you start changing the way that you get paid. You don't just get paid commissions anymore. You get paid bonuses. And whether those people who join you work or not, some people aren't going to do a damn thing. And I'm going to tell you that straight up right now. Some people will not do anything. They will get through the training and they will get through, whatever you tell them to do, but they will not ever reach out to anybody. They will not ever post. They will not do the things that you are expecting them to do or the things that you are doing. And sometimes they'll just ghost you, or sometimes they'll just block you even after they spent that money to join. Understand that's okay. That's okay. This business is not for everybody, and that is okay. I have had people who have quit and came back multiple times. I've had people who have quit, blocked me, and then came back. I've had people who quit and then decided to order products from me and then joined again and now are working. You guys, you just have to understand that not everybody is going to have the same mindset as you. Not everybody is going to want it as bad as you do when they join. Okay. So if they don't get to work right away and they don't, take off, that's okay. But you need to realize that from that one person, you have a $150 bonus waiting for you. That person does not need to be working for you to earn that bonus. You sign up those 6 customers yourself, and you earn that bonus, sister, because you deserve it. No matter how many times you followed up with that person, you earned it. Okay? You followed up with them and encouraged them and kept posting and kept popping up on their newsfeed, and you finally signed that distributor. You deserve that $150 bonus. So go ahead and enroll those 6 customers and place them under that person and earn that bonus, sister. Because if you think about it, if you sign up 10 distributors a month, 10 distributors a month, you guys, if you can really sit down, commit to it, and just do it, make it happen, and then you earn bonuses off of each of those people, that is $1,500 a month just off of bonuses. And that was what I needed to be able to quit one of my jobs. So that's why I started enrolling distributors like crazy. I was working 3 jobs and I did not want to work 3 jobs anymore. I was done with that. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I was going to make it happen no matter how hard I had to work. Okay, so I wanted to throw that out there real quick and remind you guys, like, that's not including your commissions. Okay, so put commissions aside, just in bonuses, $1,500 a month. That's enough for me to pay $99 to join this business over and over and over. I would pay that every single month if that's what it meant for me to make $1,500 from my phone on the side, not including my commissions. Okay. So the number one thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about for enrolling distributors is growing your network. If you are not constantly growing your network, you are going to run out of people to talk to. We don't all start this business with 4,000 friends. We don't all start this business with 20,000 followers. Okay, it doesn't work like that. I started this business with literally 0 followers on Instagram, because I didn't know what Instagram was. I thought it was a photo editing app. I didn't know that it was like a friend thing, like Facebook. I had no idea until my sister said something to me about my pictures. And I was like, what are you talking? How can you even see those? What are you talking about? When I started off, hey babe. Hey, babe. I'm doing a real quick training.
Okay, call me back.
Okay, I love you.
I love you more.
Bye. I was so scared he was gonna say something super inappropriate. Okay, so growing your network. When a lot of times when we join and we end up having like 100. Normally people have anywhere from like 100 to 300, maybe 1,000 or a little over 1,000 Facebook friends. Unless you were like real big on Facebook already, then you may have like 2,000, almost 3,000 friends. But I started off with, I want to say like maybe 300 friends on Facebook. I want to say it was like 380 something. Like I can just like remember it. And now I have 4,000 Facebook friends. And my Facebook that I started with when I started this business got hacked, wiped out everything. All of my potentials on there, all of my friends, all of my baby pictures of Elena, everything was gone. I don't know how, I don't know why, but I made a new Facebook and I started over again. And now I have 4,000 friends again. And it's because I grow my network every single day. Growing your network and consistently following new people and consistently adding new people, you're going to have those brand new people that just came to your page come to you and ask you what you're doing. That happens to me so many times because I'm posting and posting about it, and because I'm putting it on my stories. People are seeing it. If you're not posting and you're not putting stuff on your stories, you're wasting your time. Because if you go message somebody and then somebody goes to check out your page and they can't figure out a little bit more about you or a little bit more about what you're doing, they're not going to message you back because they're going to think that, one, your Facebook got hacked and this is some random message because you've never messaged them before, or they don't even know who you are, or two, they're just going to block you just because they're like, what the hell, whatever. Okay, it's just weird. Like if I got a weird message, like a, different message that I'm not used to getting, and I go to their page and I'm seeing nothing but like shared stuff about like the Steelers or something, what am I going to think? I'm going to think like she didn't mean to send that to me, or I'm just going to be like, okay, I don't really know this person, so I'm just going to block them. But if I go to her page and I'm seeing she's working at home with her kid and she's making money and she paid for this and she just paid for that, and she's, made friends through this business, and oh, she's been doing it for 5 years now, like people are going to see that when they go to my page because I talk about it and I post about it. That's why people message me back. And when I add those new people, they're going to reach out to me because they're going to check out your stuff. When you add new people, people are nosy. People are curious as to who you are. So they're going to go check out your page, and you've got to have stuff to back it up. Okay. Also, there are so many people on Facebook and Instagram, and there is not a limit of followers that you can have on Instagram. There's a limit of following. So I'm constantly unfollowing people and following new people. Okay. You always want to be doing that. If you hit your limit on Instagram, which is like 7,400, I believe, then go delete other people. I got to the point where like I deleted all the guys on my Instagram that I was following, and now I'm deleting girls that like haven't posted in months, in years, or people that post stuff that I just have no common interest in. Like it's just not somebody that I could see myself being friends with. So those are the people that I am following. And then the people that I am following, I'm following people who I have things in common with. Okay. A lot of times I like to go search, and I'll search malls, or I'll search David's Bridals, or you could search zoos or parks. I'm a mom, so I like to reach out to other moms. I'm not really, like, my team's full of moms, really. It's not really full of college students. I didn't really go to college. I did online, but like I can't really relate with them. Okay. But I mean, I do message them, but that's my target, is other moms. So like I can relate to other moms. That's who I'm going to want to add. Okay. The second thing is to, like I was saying about posting, show who you are. Show people who you are, because when you start doing something like this out of the blue, it's different for people. Okay, like it's different for someone to see, like if you weren't posting a lot on Facebook before, it's different for them to see you posting now and they're going to be paying attention. Okay, but if you just make one post about how you just joined this business or you just started a new opportunity that's going to help your family and everything, people will comment on it and ask you what you're doing. But then after you tell them, they're probably going to ghost you because now they want to watch you. They're not just going to take your word for it because you just started. They want to see what you're going to do, how you're going to do it, where you're going to end up with it in a month, in 2 months, in 6 months, in a year. And if you stick with it and you are consistently posting every single day and showing people what you're doing, they're going to start to trust you more. But on top of that, showing people who you are makes them feel like they know you. So all of these people that you're adding, all these new people you're adding to grow your network, they're not going to feel totally comfortable with joining your team when you first message them or like when they first follow you because they don't know you. They don't know you. But if they can go to your page and look through your pictures and automatically be like, oh, she has 2 kids. Okay. Oh, she likes animals, or oh, she's, really into pit bulls. Whatever it is about you that you post about the most is what they're gonna like associate your name with. Okay. And you have to have something, like a lot of people say, um uh what, like making your brand, like I'm a stay-at-home mom. That's my biggest thing, is I'm a stay-at-home mom. I cuss a lot and I have a lot of tattoos. I don't know. That's just me. And people know that, and like people know that I'm obsessed with Post Malone. So like people that I don't even know will tag me in Post Malone stuff. People I've never talked to before will tag me in Post Malone stuff because they're watching my stuff. They're watching my posts because like something about them, maybe they like Post Malone too, but something about my post caught their attention and now they're watching it. So showing who you are. So I'm showing, I'm showing my kids, I'm showing my girls, I'm showing Sean, I'm showing, like I drink my coffee every single morning. I'm showing my detox. I'm showing how the thing I like to eat keto. So I show like different things that I'm eating that are keto friendly and stuff like that. And then I'm also sharing like funny stuff. I like funny memes. And if it has a cuss word in it, I'm probably going to post it because I cuss a lot. And I don't know why, but I just do, you guys. And so I'm showing who I am. Okay. I'm showing who I am. If you're maybe you're, like a very strong believer, you're a very strong Christian, and, you go to church every Wednesday and every Saturday and every Sunday or whatever. And you post about, being at church, whatever it is that you post, people are going to associate that with you. Okay. You've got to get something about your life that is consistent and start posting about it and showing people, because that's something that you like and you don't know who you're going to be able to relate to about those things. I've had people like, I'll never forget this. Elena, when she was 3, the day before she turned 3, she jumped out of the truck and face planted on concrete and busted her 2 front teeth backwards, and they ended up turning gray like a year later. She had like a gap for a little while, and then like they came back together perfectly fine, but one of them was gray and the other one was starting to turn gray. Well, whenever I posted pictures and stuff with her, you could always see it. There was a girl, and I talked about it one time in a post, but there was a girl who commented on it, and her son had done the same thing. And I'd never talked to this girl before, and I went to her page, realized I'd never liked any of her stuff. All of a sudden, we became like best friends on Instagram, and she ended up joining my team like 2 months later. And I never even asked her about the business or anything like that, because I've just felt like we connected, and I just felt like this was my Instagram friend. But because I was posting and she was seeing all of that, like it was just that tooth picture, the thing about the tooth that brought us together. It was just, it's random things. I've had Post Malone posts bring me together with other girls, or like Jessie Reyes is really, like, I'm a really big Jessie Reyes fan, and I've had girls who I've become like Facebook friends with, like we've never met before, but we talk on Facebook a lot, and we're always sending each other like new Jessie Reyes music and stuff. Just because I posted like things that I like. Okay, so show who you are, and try to stay away from like political views and stuff like that. But I mean, if you have an opinion on something, I would tread lightly, but I would also stand up for what you believe in and post about it, because you, like I said, you have no idea who's going to relate to you. You have absolutely no idea. Okay, so show people who you are. And then another thing I was gonna say is, like, yes, people join because they want to make money, but people join because they buy you. Okay, they like you. People join your team because you are you, and that's something that's brought them towards this. Like, if they had just seen it work stuff, they probably wouldn't have joined. But because, you know, I'm a mom, a stay-at-home mom, and I have 2 kids, there's other moms who relate to me, who, you know, are like, well, if she's got 2 kids and she's a stay-at-home mom, then I can do this. If she can do it, I can do it. And I talk about how I dropped out of college and how I all I've known is waitressing, bartending, and babysitting, and how I've been evicted. My water's been shut off. I've had to call my mom for extra money. Like, it was always a struggle for me, and how I was working 3 jobs. And there's moms out there who are working multiple jobs, being away from their kids, who relate to me on that and reach out to me, and that I talk to. And it's not always like a, you know what, yeah, I want to do this because if you did it, then I can do it. Sometimes it's, I can never do that because I don't have any experience, and neither did I, but I learned how. And that's something that I talk to them about. Okay, so your distributor conversations are never going to be super simple. They're always going to be about relating and connecting with people. Okay, so these are, once you get out like your first messages and stuff, when you send to people asking them if they've ever thought about joining and making some extra money, your conversation's going to be more personal. Same with your loyal customer conversations. You want to find out their real goals, and you want to find the right products that are going to fit their lifestyle to help them reach their goals, so that way they have a good experience with this, and so that way they can reach their goals, because you can reach your goals with these products, but you have to make sure that you're getting the right products for your specific lifestyle. What worked for me may not work for Susan. Susan may not be on keto. Susan might be eating fast food every single day. Okay? So Susan can't just drink the keto coffee, take the cleanse and the thermophyte and lose weight. She's going to need some mad fat fighters up in her life if she's eating fast food every single day and she's not willing to change that. Okay? Does that, like, I'm making a video, but I thought I was like on a Zoom for a second, so I was like asking. Okay, so then utilize your stories. You guys, stories are huge right now. Stories are absolutely huge. Everybody watches stories. I get at least, lately it's been like a little lower for some reason. I think it might be my algorithms or something, but normally I get anywhere from 300 to 600 views on my Instagram. But I have like 10,000 followers, but I'm only getting that much. And you guys, like, you have to understand though, like, not everybody's seeing your stories. You can't just post stories in the morning and expect people later in the day to see them. You have to be posting to your stories throughout the day, so that you're constantly popping up as like the first story that people see. Okay, and then once people start to watch your stories, they're going to keep watching them, and then they're going to start seeing them more often at the front of their feed on Instagram and on Facebook and stuff. And then I was about to say something. Okay, so then things that you can be posting on your story throughout the day. So when it comes to enrolling distributors, of course, you want to be showing your office view. You want to be showing your story, like, you know, where you were before it works. And don't put like on your stories, your slides and stuff that you make, don't put before it works, you know, da 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 da. Just, you know, say like, before this opportunity found me, or, you know, before I started this business. Like, just don't put before it works, because then sometimes people just hurry up and skip through it. But when it's starting off, like before I found this opportunity, or back when I used to work 3 jobs, and I was never home, I never got to see my kids, stuff like that's gonna grab people's attention. Okay, so posting about your story, and then posting about other people's stories. Okay, so like maybe you just started and you don't exactly have a story to tell yet. Maybe you just joined yesterday. Whatever your story is, like at that moment, is okay. It's okay to say, you know, I just joined this. I just started this. But talk about why you did. What goals do you have? What goals are you going after? What are you pushing for? What is it about your life that made you decide to finally do this? Because when I was approached about this, I was working 3 jobs and I was exhausted. I was tired and I did not want to add anything else on top of that. But then I impulsively quit all 3 of my jobs, sold a bunch of my stuff, and bought a one-way plane trip ticket to North Carolina and moved back in with my mom. And then once I got there, I realized, what the hell am I doing? What did I just do? I, in a moment of weakness, gave up my whole life here in Texas to just quit and coast off my mom. That's what I was going to do. But it was like right after I got there, it was like a wave just hit me and I was like, crap, well, what am I going to do? And then the same girl reached out to me again about the business. I said, you know what? Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to go ask my mom for some money real quick. I'll be right back. Okay. Went downstairs, asked my mom if I could borrow $50, borrowed the $50 from her. I had like $70 or something in my account. That's all I had left. And I joined. And I needed that. I didn't have a car. I'd sold my car. I didn't have a job. I couldn't get a job because I didn't have a car. I needed to get back to Texas, back up on my feet, on my own, and take care of my own shit. I needed to take care of my daughter. And I realized that I can't just quit when things get hard. And I swear, you guys, if I hadn't have joined this business at that moment, like at that time in my life, I wouldn't have prospered. Okay? I wouldn't have ended up being able to sorry guys. The baby. Okay. I wouldn't have been able to I wouldn't have been able to move us back, and I wouldn't have been able to get us our own place again, get a new vehicle, and, you know, from there turn into this now. Like, yes, I still struggled. I went back to work because I couldn't just do this full time and be on my own again because I just screwed it up so bad. I had to, you know, deposit on an apartment, deposit on the water, deposit on the electricity, and down payment on the car, you know, all that stuff. And I started working other jobs, but I was still doing this. But anyways, sorry guys, it freaked me out because like her baby monitor like moved, but I think it was Tally. Like she likes to like jump on the window because I let her outside. Anyways, so utilize stories, show people what you do, show your story and what this business has done for you, and show other leaders stories. Okay. So like I was saying before I got off topic, if you just joined and you don't have like a story really yet, or, you know, you want something bigger to share with people, share other leaders. Share Cheyenne Knox's story. It's amazing. Share Jade's story. That's amazing. Like share Courtney Sharp's story. That'll make you freaking cry, dude. Or even Alyssa Billieu. Her video of her crying because when she got the letter in the mail saying that she didn't qualify for food stamps because they made too much money, her crying because it felt so good to be released from that and not have to worry about it was what made me join, because I lived off food stamps. I needed that. I would not have been able to put food in the fridge and still pay the bills as a single mom without those food stamps, you guys. And so be real, be you, show who you are, utilize stories. Okay. That's one of the biggest tips I can give you for getting DTs. And then the other big tip that I can give you is host a post. You guys, I get all of my DTs come from my potential distributor host a post, my opportunity host a post. Okay. And they're simple. They're so simple. It doesn't have to be anything extraordinary. It doesn't have to be, all beautiful and like decked out and everything. It just has to be you. So like, let me pull one up. This one just has a picture of me, and then it has a phone next to it. I used over. And then it just says, looking for mamas who need an extra source of income 100% from your phone, must be 18 plus, full-time and part-time positions available, text opportunity to, and then I put my phone number. And that's it. That's it. And I give people that text me opportunity. And then I'm like, hey, I'm glad you reached out. My name's Saber. What's your name? And then I just start the conversation. Like, what do you do? How much money are you trying to make? Just like if I was interviewing them, but more like a friend, in just a friendly manner. And then I save their name in my phone, and I write their name down in my planner, and I follow up with them every single day for a week until they join. If they don't join after a week, then I follow up with them every week, once a week. Okay? Hold on one second. Okay. Then the last thing is figure out your non-negotiables. What are your non-negotiables gonna be? So these are things that you're gonna do every single day, no matter what. No matter how cranky the kids were, no matter how ridiculous your husband was today about you being on your phone, no matter, hold on, let me pull up the outlet real quick. Okay. Elena's at her dad's, and it's just me and sister here. So like, I get freaked out about leaving her in her crib, but I don't want her to be sleeping with me forever. So she sleeps in her crib, and she does great, but I want to be able to see her, make sure she's still breathing. Okay. So, non-negotiables. So like some non-negotiables, pick yours, figure out which ones, like work best for you. That is what I would suggest. So for me, host to post work really good for me for PDTs. So I want to make sure that I get out at least 5 opportunity host to post. That doesn't mean that I messaged 5 people about posting that for me. That means that they actually posted it. Okay, so I'm able to write down 5 names and write OP next to them, because that's what I do for my host to post things. Is I write their name and then I put OP. If it's a product post, then I write their name and I put P. If it's a giveaway post, I write their name and I put a G. Okay, so just so that way I know, and I have like a layout showing of, that I'm balancing it right, because you don't want to just do PDT host post. You don't want to just do product host post, and you don't want to just do giveaway host post. That's where I went wrong. I wanted to get up so many host to post, but I was having everybody post about the giveaway, and then I was like, why am I not signing any customers? Why haven't I signed any distributors in like forever? And that's why. It's because I wasn't balancing it. So make sure that you're balancing it. Another one could be post about the business on your story. That should definitely be a non-negotiable, is to post about the business on your story, whether it's your story, whether it's your own host to post. I'll post my own host to post on my story, or if it's a leader's story, or if it's slides about what we do, and with the income disclosure statement, make sure you always have those on your opportunity post and on your life post. Another non-negotiable is growing your network. Reaching out to people, getting up host to post, and following up. If you are not reaching out to people, you guys, all of these go together. If you're not posting, you're wasting your time on messaging. If you're not messaging, you're wasting your time on posting. If you're not following up, you're wasting your time on all of it. Okay, you have to be following up. So those were just really like some main things that I wanted to go over to help you guys enroll distributors, and also understand like the biggest thing is going to be following up. Okay, you do all that legwork, getting up host to post, posting, putting it on your stories, talking to people, reaching out to people. But if you're not following up, it's like it's like tilling a garden and then planting the seeds, but never watering it. Why would you do that? Why would you waste your time breaking your back tilling that garden if you're hand tilling it like I am, which isn't a good idea? Why would you not water it? You wanted a garden? Water your garden, okay? You want a team full of rock stars? Follow up with all the people that you're talking to. And I honestly, I think the biggest game changer for me lately has been following up with my PDTs every single day until I get a date where they join for at least a week. even if they don't message me back. If they don't message me back, then, you know, I'll send something different, or I'll just get up a host post, or I'll just say, hey, did I offend you or something? Like, I'm really sorry, that wasn't my intentions, I didn't mean to. And a lot of times then they'll message me back. But just don't stop following up, you guys. Like, even if you just followed up with that person last week and they told you, no, it's not a good time, this week might be a good time. This could be, you know, their make it or break it. Maybe they just lost their job, or maybe something happened at work and they want to quit their job. Or maybe, you know, their check wasn't as much, or their hours got cut. You never know. Okay, so if somebody ever lets you give them information, make sure you're writing their name down, because they're interested. Okay, and they're always going to be interested. Even if they tell you later, I don't really think it's for me. That's just because somebody got in their head, or they got in their head. Okay, so then switch it up, put a host post up, switch it up, offer them the products. Okay, always follow up, and it doesn't always have to be about the same exact thing. So those are just some tips that I wanted to give you guys. If you have any questions about like any of this, just message me and ask me. I'm pretty sure I have everybody on my Facebook. So, and if I don't, then just add me and let your enroller know that you're trying to get a hold of me. That's pretty, oh God, I thought I didn't record. I did. Okay, that's it. So I hope that these tips really help you guys. And don't forget those positive affirmations. I promise you guys, like, I say those to myself every single morning, and it really pumps me up and makes me excited to message people. Okay. So, and another thing that I want to add, one real quick thing, to make your day easier, to make working your business easier, but still smart, get whatever messages, get whatever, I'm such a hover mom. Get whatever messages it is that you're going to send out the next day ready in your text replacement. I'm constantly changing. I change my messages at least once a week. They all stay, it's all the same. I have the same host to post message I send out. I have the same PDT messages I send out, and I have the same sorry guys, I have the same messages that I send out. I just change up the wording. Okay, so then the next day when I go to message, bam bam bam, I've got my text replacements ready. It makes it messaging so much easier. It takes a whole bunch of pressure off of me, so I don't feel like, what do I say, like, what do I message? If you need to use scripts from other leaders, use those scripts, but edit them to make them yours. Edit them to make them different, because you never know if you're friends with someone that they're friends with also. And let's say you message them something that they messaged them already, and they already had a conversation with them, they're definitely not going to join you because you copied them. Okay, it's okay to duplicate, just don't copy word for word. Make it your own, and this is going to help you get better at messaging in the future. And I promise, like, just like in school, if you just cheat off of people the whole time, if you just copy other people's notes the whole time, you're not going to learn in it. You're not going to learn any of it. You're not going to retain any of the information. You have to do it on your own. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you, and I really hope that these tips help.